Trump has a lot to learn from the visit of King Charles. Would he learn? I don't think so. Take a listen what King Charles is saying here.
This said, our French friends can feel equally at home with a glance at a map. Indeed, you recently commented, Mr. President, that if it were not for the United States, European countries would be speaking German. Dare I say that if it wasn't for us, you'd be speaking French.
Okay, so that was one of them. Take a listen at this one too.
It is a particular pleasure to be back in this wonderful building, the heart of your democracy. On this occasion, I cannot help noticing the readjustments to the East Wing, Mr. President. Following your visit to Windsor Castle last year. And I'm sorry to say that we British, of course, made our own small attempt at real estate redevelopment of the White House in 1814. It is a particular pleasure.
Let's take a look at this one. This one is actually the best one so far.
The U.S. Supreme Court Historical Society has calculated that Magna Carta is cited in at least 160 Supreme Court cases since 1789, not least as the foundation of the principle that executive power is subject to checks and balances.
Without a shadow of a doubt, he was talking about Donald Trump, his executive power that is now being abused by Trump himself, not knowing what to do, how to use that power. He is just doing whatever pleases him. Take a listen at this one now.
Across the ocean and from coast to coast, we have traded, innovated, and created together. We've stood together through the best and worst of times. However, the challenges we now face, from those who wish us harm across the world to balancing the risks and opportunities of powerful new technologies, to the threats to the very international rules that have allowed us to trade and have kept power in balance for 80 years, those challenges encourage us to reaffirm tonight the basis on which our partnership has been built.
And then King Charles talked about the destruction of the East Wing, and he kind of compares it to what the British did in 1814. And he was like, I'm sorry to say that we, the British, did something similar. Our own real estate redevelopment of the White House in 1814. He's comparing Donald Trump to them in 1814. Do y'all get it? Here, play this clip.
And if I may say so, it is a particular pleasure to be back in this wonderful building, the heart of your democracy. On this occasion, I cannot help noticing the readjustments to the East Wing, Mr. President. Following your visit to Windsor Castle last year. And I'm sorry to say that we British, of course, made our own small attempt at real estate redevelopment of the White House in 1814.
With this original bell from a submarine. And then Donald Trump hears, oh, am I getting a gift? Am I getting a gift? So Donald Trump stands up to take it. And King Charles is looking at him like, dude, what are you doing? Let me finish my damn speech. Here, play this clip.
So tonight, Mr. President, I am delighted to present to you as a personal gift the original bell which hung on the conning tower of your valiant namesake. May it stand as a testimony to our nation's shared history and shining future. And should you ever need to get hold of us, or just give us a ring.
That guy, Donald Trump, loves gifts, loves those Nobel Peace Prize. He's obsessed with people trying to please him. That's why he goes to Middle East, gets billions of dollars, millions of dollars worth of private jets, gifts from those sheikhs. So he thought that this will be exactly one of those moments where he'll be presented with gifts because he's so important, he's so respected, and he's so valued But then he later on found out, oh no, they are not going to give me a gift, and he just embarrassed himself.
And then King Charles gives this toast right here, and Donald Trump gets all touchy with him. King Charles makes a joke about the Boston Tea Party. And what King Charles is doing here is, after really laying into Donald Trump on the issue of Trump's attack on NATO, Trump's attack on Ukraine, and then Trump's attack on international trade, that's when King Charles then injects some humor into it and kind of lets Donald Trump drop his guard, and then boom, does a Boston Tea Party joke. And then you can see like Donald Trump is so damn touchy with him and is weird. Here, play this clip.
Thank you, Mr. President and Mrs. Trump, for your splendid dinner this evening, which, may I say, is a very considerable improvement on the Boston Tea Party. So, whether your cup contains tea, wine, Scotch whiskey, bourbon, or even cola, let us raise our glasses and voices as we toast the past, the present, and the future, thank you, of our two proud and allied nations. To the United States and the United Kingdom, God bless both our countries.
Thank you very much. Thank you. As you great job. It's so beautiful.
So then Donald Trump tries to do like his own humor, and it's not funny at all. Trump totally bombs. Trump's like, Windsor Castle, I hear it's built by William the Conqueror. He a nice guy, that William the Conqueror? And nobody laughs at all because it's weird. Here, play this clip.
Windsor Castle, a structure that's so beautiful and so long that it never seemed to end. I looked down as a former real estate person, and it just went on forever. And it was built by a gentleman named William the Conqueror in the year 1070. And I asked the king, I said, was he a nice man, William the Conqueror? He said, I tend to doubt it. I don't think so. When they call you William the Conqueror, generally speaking, you're not going to be too nice, but he must have been something, because it was nothing like I've ever seen Windsor Castle. But
then Donald Trump...
Trump should not be trying to make people laugh, because he's himself is a laughing stock. I'm not going to play anymore. Subscribe for more videos.